Hey guys, the Renegade Everybody, we're I'm just gonna skip this. Back on Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. In this episode, we're gonna do chapter 1. The last chapter was the prologue. How should we explain yesterday to Sylph and Nolan? It's like you said, we didn't have a choice. We had to save Nico and the townsfolk. But I admit, getting spotted by those begging soldiers was unfortunate. Still, I'd do it all over again. The worst part is they know we're near. They could find this hideout as easily as they found our last one. I just don't get it. This is our country. Why do we have to live in hiding, like prisoners of our own land? Come on, you know why. We lost the war and Crimea won. It's not our country anymore. End of story. Except that Crimea walked away after winning, leaving those heartless Begnian dogs to rule our country for the last 3 years. The occupying soldiers march around like they own the place, do whatever they want. No one dares to stop them. To be fair, Crimea didn't have the resources to rule another country. Sylph, and Nolan too. Welcome back. I'm glad we made one piece. By the way, Micaiah, Leonardo, Edward, and Nolan are new characters, but Sylph was in the last game. Just something I felt like pointing out. Sylph and Nolan too. Welcome back. I'm glad you made one piece. At last, the Dawn Brigade is all present. But you were unusually late. Were you delayed? I think our fame's catching up with us. Begnian patrols are everywhere. It took us a while to avoid them. I've never seen so much Begnian activity in this area before. Is there something we should know? Well, actually, the truth is... that's what did it. You had to run in with bandits. And Begnian soldiers spotted us and we made our escape. I'm sorry. We only wanted to help. We were careless. By the way, I'm just reading these in voices to make it seem like they're actually talking. Am I doing a good job or not? I'm just sort of giving people different voices. Probably hard to tell for anyone who isn't Micaiah or Nolan. And Begnian soldiers spotted us and we made our escape. I'm sorry. We only wanted to help. We were careless. Pretty sure I already said that. I just stopped repeating myself. I just can't help it. We'll worry about that later. More importantly, Micaiah, were you seen healing anyone with sacrifice? That's another one of Micaiah's abilities besides the light magic. She can sacrifice some of her own HP to heal other people, but honestly, just don't use it. It's not worth it. It takes HP away from Micaiah. Unless you have a really strong guard around her, you don't want to use her for fighting ever, which is actually kind of a really bad idea. Then yeah, you could go ahead and use that, but I don't think it's that good an idea. I'm afraid so. Wait, no, she didn't. I didn't even use sacrifice last round. You can't allow anyone to know what you can do. Healing without tombs or stabs is a rare gift. I also heard of tombs let you use magic, and stabs is something else you can use to heal besides vulneraries and herbs. If anyone saw you doing it, you'd be given away immediately, and I don't know if I can keep you safe. I know, Sylph. I know you know, but you keep doing it. This place isn't safe anymore. We should leave it once. Correct. But it would have been nice to eat just one meal in peace. And now Aiden and Vasa. Focus, camera. Camera. Hey, are you focused? No, you're not. Okay, now you are. This way's no good either. Begnian soldiers have every alleyway blocked. A kitten couldn't sneak past them. Looks like this really is the least guarded path then. Even so, it's swarming with soldiers. There are more coming behind us. We'll be trapped if we don't move quickly. We can't wait for Sylph. The stairs by the church lead to the marketplace. We can break through there. Nolan just looks like he's someone who would have an accent. That's just what I feel. I'll go first and secure the way. Micaiah and Leonardo cover my back. Remember, try to keep your distance from the enemy. Team up and bring them down one by one. We'll be careful. Leave it to us. Edward, you bring up the rear. Your skills have improved, but you're still new to fighting. Don't rush the enemy, just focus on surviving their attacks. Got it? Yeah, I got it. The truth be told, Edward's always just sort of been a better fighter in my games. Like whenever I play this game. Watch Victory Boss Tutorial? Sure, why not? Let's go over how to win by defeating an enemy commander. Almost every enemy army has a commander or a boss, as he's often known. Slaying the boss will end a battle when defeat boss condition is active. Pretty basic, no? Not sure which fellow is the boss? Check the conditions on the screen and find out. Here, you can see the bosses have that emblem signal hovering over them. You can also check if they're bosses by opening the conditions screen with plus. See the overhead map on the right? The blue dots are allies and the red dots are enemies. And that big glowing dot on the top is the boss. That's it for the tutorial on mowing down enemy commanders. Sometimes a boss is easier to defeat than you think, and the battle will end quickly. Be sure to take care of unfinished business before you slice into ribbons. No, I don't want to watch the tutorial again. You an idiot. I was paying attention. I mean, you can't quite know that. Oh yeah, and that's a house right over there. Fine. I was just talking about that. Sometimes you just have to take a break from early burly warfare. So let's talk about visits now. As you play the game, you'll encounter maps with houses and taverns. If the door on a building is open, you can visit it, but if it's closed, you can't get in. You see how the door on this house is open? That means you can visit it. Let's try this. First, move the unit to the entrance of the building. Visit appears in the command menu. Select it to visit the building. Alright then, let's move the cursor over to visit and select it with 2. Except for the fact that it's at the top, so you only need to move to it. Whatever. What brings you to such an out of the way place? Would you like some tea? Or perhaps a biscuit? Oh, sorry. You got a battle back to get back to, don't you? I'd hate to leave happy-handed. Here, take this vulnerary with you. You got vulnerary. Oh, I don't get to keep it though, because it's a tutorial. Easy, right? Oftentimes, you'll get items, information, and other goodies when you take time to visit. So if you see a house or tavern, make sure to pay it a visit. Something good is waiting for you. Visiting isn't all just vulneraries, present chats, and nice cups of teas. You may encounter bandits and thieves in your travels. Unlike other enemies, they can attack and destroy homes. So, don't let your guard down. What are you doing? No! If a house or tavern is destroyed, you can't visit it. But you'll be fine if you visit it before any ruffians get there. After you enter, the door will close and the area will be secured. Remember, no house or tavern is truly safe when bandits and thieves are around. Not until you pay a visit. That's about it for the visiting tutorial. Happy visiting. No. I don't want to watch it again. Okay, Nolan. I just talked about the weapon triangle last episode. Axes are better than lances. I mean, best lances in fighting. So like the arrow, that means it has like a higher hit rate and stuff. And the other guy will have a lower hit rate. Wait, does this guy have a javelin? No, he doesn't. And normally he has a javelin, so moving Edward here is a bad idea. Don't worry, those Benjamin soldiers won't show up like this next turn. So I would just like make Leonardo visit this house. You there, you must be. You needn't say a word. I see the goodwill in your eyes. Take this and go quickly. You've done so much for Dane's poor. It's time we get something in return. Vulnerary. Okay, now we should make Micaiah move. Sorry if that old lady voice is offensive. And the old man, but I don't know. Captain Isaiah, just as you said, a group that appears to be the Doppelganger storming the alley. I don't know why they gave that guy an accent. How generous of them. I'll wipe them out and advertise my exploits to the commanders back home. Wow, what a bunch of jerks that live here. Or that are patrolling here all the time. You guys suck. like, Edward isn't a weak fighter. In fact, I personally believe he is stronger than Nolan. So Nolan, I don't know what you were talking about. I mean, I guess it would have been a good idea to make a close range person go in the rear if the people showed up sooner, but they don't. The people show up, like, if you're as good at this game as I am, then those people will show up pretty late in the level. I mean, I don't know, this first level isn't really that hard, or at least on easy mode, like I did it. Trust me, it gets a little bit harder. That's sort of what I'm worrying about, because I don't really want to restart any levels because people die. Watch the tactics, combat info tutorial. Wait a minute, I already explained, crap. Now it's time to learn some advanced direct combat attack strategies. When you move next to an enemy, you select attack from the command menu and choose a weapon. Attack. Comment window will appear just like this. The first direct combat tutorial covers how to attack or take a look if you forgot. This time, I'll briefly describe the 4 stats shown on the balloon on the floor. The first up is HP, the hit points the unit has. If the number falls to 0, then that unit can no longer fight in battles. Ever. Seriously. You lose them forever. Always keep your HP above 0 and fight to take your enemy's HP down to 0. Next up is MT or might. This number reflects the damage you inflict on an enemy. Before you attack, subtract this number from enemy's HP to learn how much HP will remain. Ah, math! This isn't what I signed up for. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Here, your MT is 7, and the enemy's HP is 18. So he'll have 11 HP after you strike. Conversely, if the enemy attacks, he'll also have 8 HP left. It's just 16 minus 8. See, so if you attacked him again, he would die. So next up is hit, or the percentage chance of landing a successful attack. The larger this number, the more likely your attack will hit home. Here, an ally will strike with a 96% chance of a successful attack, and the enemy has an 88% chance. The ally stands a better chance of hitting the enemy. Great. Last but not least is crit, or the odds of landing a critical blow. If you deliver a critical strike, your MT rating is tripled. Yeah. So he would do like 28 damage if you got a critical hit. Hot stuff. So if you have a minus 7, you get a critical, you'll inflict 21 HP damage. Well, didn't need to do the math there. Sheesh. But I did. These 4 stats change depending on who you're fighting. Let's press 1 to cancel, see some info on the enemy's unit to the right. Compared to the last enemy, this guy's a big wimp. I guess. I mean, like, he'll attack twice on this guy. On top of that, I have another chance to strike. And he has a 100% hit chance now, so that whenever, like, your hit number is 100, that means there's no, with not even very little doubt, just no doubt at all that you'll hit. That's because my speed is higher than the other units. So yeah, the faster your speed, the more chance you'll attack twice, I guess. That means I ought to fight this enemy. Attack! And he missed. Awesome. It was 2 against 1, but now the tides have turned. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay, I didn't want to sing that song. This wraps up the advanced direct combat tutorial. Okay, I know singing that song will make this a little bit less boring, but it'll also be kind of torture because I don't really know how to sing, or at least sing on like command. I probably have it in me because like my family is pretty musical, but I don't know. Especially like hitting puberty with these voice cracks, I just can't really do it. Not willingly, not in front of anyone. I guess if I was alone, I could really try and see if I actually have it in me or not, but I'm not doing that in front of you. I can only sing in goofy fashions in front of people. Even that's really bad. Remember to use the combat window and compare multiple enemies so you can totally kick butt. No! I don't want to watch. Again. In fact, I just stop watching tutorials and just let them remind me instead of like... Okay, I would have Nolan visit this house for this reason. Those beasts, they do whatever they can in our country. They're even sending our clergy to their awful camps. But I'm helpless. I don't have your strength or courage. This axe, you should have it. Since no one can use axes, that's why I made him visit. Hand axe, that means that's a weapon that can attack from close and from far. Now Edward could attack, but I'm going to make him hide over here and use an herb because he only has 9 health missing, so heal him all the way. But I'll be using the lesser items to save the better items for later. Yay, strategy! Yeah, if I use sacrifice, Nolan would get 2 health sword, but Mikahi will lose 2 health. So, sacrifice isn't really something I use. But I guess I'll demonstrate it. Especially since Mikahi doesn't have very much HP, it's not really a good idea to use that, like, ever. With the EVUR version. Yeah, so hand axe doesn't do as much damage as steel axe, but it can attack from far away. You know what? I actually will use that. I really like this game. Fire Emblem, I've been playing it since I was a kid. He'll attack twice. That's very good. Very good indeed. Nolan, I'm not making Edward take the rear. Okay, good. That guy's a 0% critical hit chance. So Edward's gonna be fine. Because that guy has no chance of killing. Oh yeah, that's another mechanic, shoving. Now, it might sound mean, but it just like lets units move other units like one more space, I guess. So I guess if they're one, like let's say like you're one space away from reaching an enemy, like you know, like there or there, and he's there. You can just shove him one space that way, and then they'll be able to attack the enemy. I never really got that mechanic, but I guess it's kind of cool that it's there. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I guess sometimes if you like to be funny or something like that. In the earlier Fire Emblem games, like I mean the earliest, even if you were up close, it would make you throw the hand axe. I don't get why they did that. It's just sort of how it is. And I just always thought that was kind of weird. Just felt like sharing that though. This isn't the latest Fire Emblem game. It's the latest one. It's the latest console one. And I don't know how to record on DS without just showing my hands and the actual system itself. I mean, if I knew how to do screen record on DS, I mean, I'm not even using screen record now. I'm using a video camera. But like, if I knew how to do screen record for 3DS, I totally would have done Awakening instead. Because like, I'm just so much used to that game. It has so many more mechanics that this game doesn't have. That I kind of like miss already. Like whenever I play other Fire Emblem games. Okay, this guy's only gonna do 1 damage to me. I'm just gonna attack him head on. Again, that's a soldier. It's like the weakest unit type in the game. Not joking. Just weakest by far. Can't say that can't say that they're the strongest because I can't. Okay, so that guy's a steel sword he can give us. Though Edward can't use steel swords yet because he's not weapon level. Dang it, is it D or C that I'm thinking of? I don't know, step aside. The girl we've been looking for. The lucky little escapee. Too bad for you, sweetie. Your luck ends today. I wouldn't wager on that if I were you. Because you're gonna lose your life. And the bet. Dun dun dun. Why did I do that? Yeah, Edward's gonna die with not much doubt if he attacks. Herb. So, no, if you want Edward to fight that guy before, like, you have a chance to finish him off with his strike, just don't make Edward attack. Let the other guy attack him. Okay, Leonardo. Okay, what fast little mice you are. How long do you plan on scurrying around the back alleys? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm about to shoot you in the face. Or, I guess in the chest, I mean. Level up! I think that's the first time this happened. Or, I don't know, maybe... No, Edward's leveled up. Or, no, Micaiah has. Luck, defense, and skill +1. Good. Not sure what most of the stats do. Actually, I think I could put in a name. I have no point in doing... I have no real reason to doing that, because that guy can't counterattack me because he's going to die. So that would just be wasting some of the hand axe. Wahaha, you're dead. Not quite. Less than 9? Yes, it's 8 with 0 critical chance to need. She doesn't have any special skills that'll help her right now, so you'll have 1 health left, because I want Edward to finish him off. And she leveled up anyway, so it's win-win. Okay, HP leveled up, magic leveled up, speed, defense, and resistance. Oh, and luck. Only strength and skill didn't increase. I always like when HP increases, though. It's like, I don't know. Especially for Micaiah. Yeah, that's her defense increased, but when I was a kid, I used to not pay attention to statistics at all. So sometimes I actually had pretty good luck with that. Like for a while, but sometimes it meant one of my units' deaths. Sometimes I would just leave it alone. Sometimes I would restart the entire level. What? This can't be. I'm in my prime. Not so easily. You got a steel sword. Da 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 da. I know, I just imitated something from Legend of Zelda. Everybody, this way! They're running to the center of the town! After them! Why do you want to kill the Dawn Brigade? They're only doing the right thing. Good work. I see the market. If we can blend into the crowd, they'll lose us, and we'll be free and clear. Hey, lady! Nico! They're after you again, aren't they? Are you and your friends alright? Moldy onions, where'd they go? Leave the soldiers to us. Go on now. Get yourselves to safety. Quickly, don't dawdle. You must escape. You're our only hope. Thank you so much. Wait, there they go. Catch them. You brave people. What are you stopping for? Well, you won't get past us. We stand by the Dawn Brigade. That's right. God is protect the Dawn Brigade. Wait, something terrible is about to happen. Oh crap, something terrible's gonna happen? She got second vision, that means something terrible's gonna happen. What? You're really letting this rebel stop you? Bring your bow, don't he defies the will of the Begnian? They just shot a child. I mean, in hindsight, he really should have ran instead of just like looking around in circles, but still, you just shot a child. No! How could you shoot a child? You vicious savages! Someone help him quickly! Please, this child is dying! Pay heed. This is what happens when you meddle with the Begnian affairs of state. Remember it well. I didn't realize the Begnian's empire affairs of state include murdering children in the street. Don't point your fingers at us. We're just doing our job. If you're upset, blame it on the Dawn Brigade. They made this happen. No, you made this happen. She didn't want him to die. It's the girl we're looking for. Call for reinforcements. Surround and arrest every last one of them. She's using sacrifice. What's happening? What does she think she's doing? Hey you, step away from that child. No, I want him to live. Wow, very detailed art. It's a miracle. We've seen a miracle today. That was sacrifice. That girl, she must be the silver-haired maiden. Only she possesses sacrifice. Stop right there, after them. We can't let them get away. We still say about the get upgrade. What is wrong with you people? Did you hear me? Clear out path through your end like that kid. Even though the kid was saved, but you sniveling idiots! Why are you just standing there? Give chase! No! Yes, sir. We would like to, sir, but the townspeople are blocking our way. Oh, I see. The townspeople are blocking you in, you dullards. And he just killed 3 people. Well, that got them out of the way, but dude, you monster. Yeah, first you kill your own soldiers, now you kill innocent people. Man, I guess in reality, like, for strategically, you shouldn't have killed the soldier and you should have killed the people. But I mean, you still shouldn't have killed anyone. I'm just saying, you're killing people on your own team, now you're just killing innocent people. Clean out those dirty ears and listen to me. You are soldiers and I'm your commander. You will follow my orders promptly and without hesitation. Understand? You useless vermin. Now move! Unbelievable. If it's not one thing, it's another. Why am I always stuck leading the buffoons? Last time I checked, those were people, not balloons. I know, you said buffoons. I was just making a joke. I was pretending to be an idiot. Are you awake now? Thank goodness. Do you see? This is why I told you not to use sacrifice. And why I told you not to use sacrifice. For crying out loud, Micaiah. We sure showed them in Vasa, huh? Guess we can't go back there. Not for a while, anyway. I'm so fond of Navassa. It's where we all met. It feels like my only real home. We will return someday. We will, Micaiah. I know you, and you have a way of getting what you want. Because you're always there to help me get it, South. And with that ends off our second episode. This has been the Run Get Air Viper. See ya on my next gaming video. And see you in the next episode.